So let's dive right in. Let me tell you a story about gold IRAs. Let's see. Here was the question. It was simple. What are your thoughts on gold IRAs? I like Ruth. I mean, just right to the point. I once had a phone call with the president of a gold IRA company, a very well-known one. If you follow that, if you've researched it, you will have heard of this company, about becoming a partner of this YouTube channel. This was several years ago. As many of you know, I'm not a huge fan of gold, but I think some allocation to it is reasonable. And he was telling me, with your community, you have a lot of folks in or near retirement. There are some folks there that might put hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in a gold IRA. And he told me you could earn $50,000 from a single transaction as a commission. And I said, well, wait a minute. That sounds all nice and everything. But if you can pay me 50 grand, even if someone's putting $1 million in a gold IRA, you must be charging them a fortune. And it turns out they are. And it's the spread between the cost, the spot price of gold and what they're charging you. Now, what that is depends on exactly the type of gold you buy in a gold IRA. But some of the more, I guess, collectibles you could think of get very, very expensive. And I just said, yeah, look, listen, I appreciate it, but that's just not something I'm comfortable promoting. And I use my strategy for who I promote on this show is simple. If my mom called me up after listening to one of my shows and she said, Robert, because that's what she calls me, I just invested in a gold IRA thanks to you, how would I feel? And my answer to myself was, I wouldn't feel too good. So I don't promote gold IRAs. I really don't think they're good investments or reasonable investments. Could there be an exception? Maybe. If you are going to go down that path, forget the fact that they tell you setting up the gold IRA is free. That's really not the point. You're going to pay for storage because you got to store the gold somewhere, and you can't store it in your house. That's not permitted, right? And they're going to charge you a markup of some kind. And if you sell it back to them because you're going to take some money out, you're going to pay selling it as well. And you need to understand what those markups are. You need to find out.